Hey everyone, Flying Dutchie here and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as Argentina in the historical focus run here, where things will go how the world went back in the day. So Germany will declare war on Poland at the same date they always do, and Brazil, which I did found out, will join the Allies in 1942. I think at the end. That is when Brazil is normally should be scripted to join the Allies under pressure of America, because at the beginning this country, Brazil, was actually doing some trade with Germany and Italy, but also with the Allies. And then at some point America did some pressure on them, and in exchange America built a steel industry in Brazil. And that made Brazil going the Allies route. And Germany's reaction was to send submarines here and kill the convoys. And that killed like 1,000 men of Brazil. And that made Brazil declare war on Italy and Germany. And I think I think they declared war on the Axis in the end of 1942. But I think they joined the Allies earlier. But not completely sure. But in 1942 they will join the Allies. So. Or we take Brazil before that, before 1942, or we will wait and build ourselves up first. So that's going to be the plan here. Now, there's nothing going on. We are having the Argentine nationalism focus, and we will go through war division, Argentina first, dominate the south, and then we will conquer some lands around us with these focuses, with the preparation, so that we get free supply hubs. And when that is done, yeah, we're going to do the rest of the industry and get the research slot. I think that is a very important thing. But yeah, for now nothing is happening, so I will be back when something happens. Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. In recent local elections, the Indian National Congress has achieved an overwhelming majority for their platform of slow and ordered transition to local government and dominion status in the future. It appears that Indians have rejected the more radical policies advocated by Gandhi, who had argued for a total break with Britain and absolute home rule as soon as possible. Do votes really change anything? I don't think so. And the Anschluss of Austria. After a successful coup d'état by the local Nazi party in Vienna, German troops have crossed the Austrian border and have taken control of the country. No fighting has been reported, and the German soldiers were greeted by cheering crowds in the cities. And there we go. Austria is now part of the German Reich. Yikes. The Yellow River blown. In a last-ditch attempt to halt the oncoming might of the Japanese forces, the network of dikes and flood defenses along the Yellow River were destroyed by the Chinese army. The ensuing flash floods have displaced huge numbers of the rural population, who were given only a brief window to prepare. It remains to be seen if this act can buy the Chinese military enough time to regroup and face further combat. So once again, the war has started. The Japanese are at war with the Chinese faction, the Chinese United Front. And there is the nationalist victory in the Spanish Civil War. Not gonna read this, it's too long. We know that this happens in history. Franco is now having won the war, and he is now leading a fascist Spain. Or some... wait, are they actually fascist? No, they are non-aligned, but they are somewhat fascist, I guess. Okay. Well, that is good for us, because we will also go that route, and this will make it that, yeah, Spain will be a bit more on our side, so yeah, good for us as well. And we have a free civilian factory, so let's take a look what we're gonna build here. We still want to steamroll our economy. I guess I'm gonna build one on the 40% infrastructure. Let's build some over here. We have 4 slots here. Just keep building the civilian factories, and that actually reminds me that we could get an extra steel, but do we want that? What is the penalty, for example, for the submarine, which is the last one in the tree? It's only 25%. That is not that important, and the trains are 15%, and the trucks have 10%. I don't really care. We don't need to trade for extra steel. The 15 and 25% is not that big of a deal in my opinion. And we have research radio. What are we gonna research next? We could go and continue the radio detection stuff, but let's take a look at our science tree here again. It's very far away from 1939. The excavation tags don't do that much, so I'm not gonna be interested in that. We could make a go for or air or naval stuff, but we're gonna conquer a lot of navy, so I don't think I have to. I would love to get anti-tank as well, since we will fight America and Great Britain, and they will have tanks. So maybe we need the anti-tank at some point. Now, we will also want to get flame tanks. We can only get that when you have Engineer Company 3, so we don't have to research the interwar tank yet. And I do want the field hospital and the logistics. So maybe that is going to be the next thing. What do we have here? We need this one so that we can get the better guns at some point. Bit of defense. Meh. That's a bit meh. So the field hospital is costing us some trucks, and we do have some trucks in our supplies over here. So I think we're gonna go and get the field hospitals and the logistics and put them on our divisions. Let's start with the field hospitals so that we can spare some manpower. And we're gonna do this with our IMO here so that we get some points for it. And there we go, we have completed Argentine nationalism. This gave us also some military factories, so let's take a look what we are going to do with them. And we also get some civilian factory construction speed and more war support. We have 87% war support, so when we go to war we only get a minor stability penalty, so it's going very nicely. We're going to continue this tree. We're going to war division. We get more manpower and more fascism support, and our military factories will build 5% quicker for a year. Not going to make use of that, I think. So let's take a look at our factories. So we are making everything now. We are making artillery. We now make our support equipment finally. I think this was only captured by conquering Uruguay. So yeah, we have an extra factory, and we need way more infantry equipment. So let's put 2 factories here, and let's get a third and maybe a fourth one as well. It's the only thing that we are missing at the moment for our templates and the things that are in training. Now let's unpause a bit here, because we almost have 150 points. There we go. Our fascist advisor is gone, because that was Nimio. He is now leading our country. So we can pick another advisor. The only thing that is helpful for now, not this one. We cannot pick this one because he is leading our country. We don't need this. We don't need this at the moment. I mean, damage to garrisons can be good. The Captain of Industry for 10% civilian factory construction speed is really nice in my opinion. So we're gonna go with that one. We could get even more political power, but I think that's overkill. And the trade deal opinion is not doing that much. And yeah, we want Vincenti at some point, but then we need technical schools, and that's gonna take more than 1.5 years at least, I think. So let's pick the Captain of Industry, get the civilian factory building speed, and that gives us a bonus of, well, all of this actually. That's a lot actually, that is 56%. So yeah, let's keep building these things. Now we do have more factories now, so we have -9 steel. How bad is it now? -45, -35, -30, -25. Okay, now it's getting serious. So let's trade 1 factory for steel. And let's trade it with our allies in... our upcoming allies in Europe. Let's trade some steel with Germany. There we go. Now only my submarines are gonna get built 5% slower. That is way better. Okay, we have the unlocked trades in the MIO for, what is it? For our infantry equipment. We got this because we are researching... Well, no, we are producing things with it, and that gave us points, I think. Yeah, we are making the Mauser with the MIO, and that gives us funds each day. And we have reached our trade point, so let's see what we're gonna pick here. This will make our infantry equipment better, so it's very important that we pick the right things. Now, defense is always good. More soft attack and reliability is always good. Hard attack and piercing, it's not doing that much hard attack and piercing at the start of the game. And we just need soft attack, because We are going to use other things for a hard attack, I think. So I don't think we're going to go and do the anti-tank tree here. We're going to go with the design and production. What is the last thing giving? More breakthrough, but production will be more expensive. I think it's also going to be very helpful if we can get our efficiency up. We don't need that one. So we're going to go this route for the soft attack, and I think we're going to go get the production efficiency bonuses. Oh, we have something here as well. Let's go with this tree here. So we start with the defense +3. So we changed it, and that means that when we are going to produce the Mauser, we have to click now again because we have upgraded the MIO. The MIO is in, and we get +3 defense and +3% soft attack. So we just click and we don't lose any production efficiency. It's still 37.63, and now we have applied the bonus. Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. The Bulgarian government has signed a commercial agreement with several German companies in an attempt to strengthen ties with the German Reich, while stimulating the injection of foreign capital into the country. Under this agreement, German investors will receive significant legal benefits and tax reductions when operating in Bulgaria. They are trying to seek protection. Yes, they do. We have completed War Division, which gives us a lot of manpower and fascism. And fascism helps with stability, because our ruling party popularity will get better. And now we're going to Argentina first. That takes 70 days, we get some political power, and we gain some war support again. We are going to get more experience, we're going to get more recruitable population factor, we get a bit of stability and more war support. And we will create our own faction, the Confederación Fascista. Done. Alright, we are going to make some changes here because we are full in fuel while we are actually training our navy. So let's also train our submarine so we get a little bit more naval experience that we are going to use later to get all the naval doctrines and make a huge battle fleet. And the other thing I wanted to do is make some changes to our templates. We do have a lot of things in our stockpiles, as you can see here. We have some artillery, we have a lot of trucks and some support equipment. So what I will do is add another artillery to my attacking infantry so that we get more soft attack. And we do have enough, I think, for the what is already in the field. Yeah, we are going to have 100 left. And we are going to get some recon. We can get cavalry and motorized. Now the difference is that with cavalry, you get 1 reconnaissance. You can see that over here. But with the motorized, you get 1.5. Do we get the same bonuses for the movement? 10-5, 10-10-5, 10-10-5. No, it's different. The plains are better and the desert is better with the motorized, but still the 1.5 reconnaissance is better than the 1, and we get a bit more breakthrough and a bit more defense as well, actually. So let's get a motorized recon company on our attacking infantry here. We should have enough, we just don't have the infantry equipment and the other things we have. Now, we want to leave these slots open for the field hospital and the supply stuff and the flame tank. And later on we're going to add a anti-tank over here. And that will be my template. Maybe we'll add a 4th artillery, but that is for later. So we do this first. And what I also want to do is my defense stack and give them a recon. Can I give them the motorized as well? Forest 5, hills, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we do have the trucks, I think. So what is this going to cost me? Yeah, we are going to put the recon on the defense here. We want at least the engineers and the recon on every unit. So let's get this over here. And that means that we need a little bit more support equipment. We are going to make it very slowly. And yeah, we are going to keep getting our trucks. And we still have some spare artillery, so we are still completely fine. And we have researched the interwar artillery. So we could go to the next artillery stuff here. But let's first go and get the logistics open. We're going to research it with the MIO. It costs a bit of political power, but we can upgrade. And we have unlocked our first upgrade for our artillery and all our artillery. Also the rocket artillery that we are going to use. Mechanical design gives us More heart attack and breakthrough. We don't need the air attack bonus, I think. So then we should go for this one. Or do we go over here? Production outputs, breakthrough and defense. Production efficiency caps over here. I think we're gonna go with this side. Let's see what we're gonna get here. This is anti-tank and anti-air only. We can get more over time. We can get more soft attack, but the production goes up. Let's first go with the production efficiency gain. We will go with the soft attack bonus, because that is what we need to do. Just a static bonus here, that's only giving us, yeah, just a passive bonus. We don't need to change our templates. Okay, we have our units to deploy. We have made our first defense army. They will go to the defending thing here. And let's add a third row here, so that we are at least getting these things built over time. Well, maybe not actually. I think 2 is still fine. You don't want this to go quicker than the training. Then you need to add another unit, otherwise you're wasting a bit of time. Let's take a look if this is going alright. Yeah, I think it's... well... let's add a third unit. I think we can deal with it. Okay, we have researched the field hospital. That also gives us another trade, so let's take a look at that. We don't need the maintenance and the military police and the signal company. Because the maintenance and signal is more for tanks, and this is for our garrisons. 1938, huh? I still want marines, so that we can do a naval invasion. Maybe that is a good idea right now. Or we're gonna make our planes. Not sure, guys. What we should do here. We could do this ahead of time and get our flame tanks earlier. That seems a waste of research. Maybe we should go and get the small airframe here. Start getting some good machine guns on it as well. Oh, but this is also ahead of time, so that would be a bit of a waste right now. We could go with the radar. I think that's also a waste. Let's get the anti-tank researched and get it on our attacking armies, I guess. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Oh, we're gonna finish the computing machine. Let's quickly do that one as well. Very nice, so we have a research boost over here. Not sure, guys, what is the most important thing right now. Maybe we should just go for the planes. This is just giving defense, right? We don't really need that. I really want my marines so that we can do a naval invasion quickly against Brazil. We will have the power navy, so maybe we should just go and get the marines. You know what? Yes. And we have our trade for our motorized MIO, the Hispano. And I think I'm gonna make my trucks cheaper and make them use less fuel, because we're gonna use it for a lot of things. So we're gonna go with the motorized 3 over here. And we will go for the fuel uses -5 eventually. But then first we need to get one of these two. We can lower the reliability, but we get a lower production cost. Or we get a higher reliability and then the production needs more resources. We're gonna go with this one, because we want to make trucks quicker and use it for supplies. So let's go with that one. Okay, it's also time to make another template change, because we also want to make garrisons. And let's see how I can get the garrisons the quickest. If I change this to an infantry, how expensive is that gonna be? And remove all of this. 60, 65. Okay, that is 70 if I do it here. And if I change this one, 10, 20. Okay, I think that's cheaper, yeah. Let's start with 4 only. So we need 45 experience, and then we are gonna make this this template over here and make a small garrison force without engineering for now, but maybe we'll add it later. Now I think when I just unpause, we will slowly get there automatically. Yeah, I will be back when we have 45. And we have completed Argentina first. Luckily this thing stays here. We can do a couple of things now. We can do our own path focus. We get a lot of political power. And we get more war support again. We already have almost 100, so we don't really need it. And we can do dominate the south. We get even more war support. We will go to 100. We get nice defense bonuses, and our factory and dockyards will have more power. And that will open up our tree against Chile and Paraguay and Brazil. So let's go and take dominate the south. And I will be back when we have something else going on. Okay, we can make our garrisons template just for infantry. Just to have a token defense force on all our ports and our victory points. There we go. We will make this thing better. And we are gonna train them. There we go. Oh, apparently we do have... Oh, shoot, I clicked the wrong button. I actually cancelled my... my defense units. I will be back with a save, I guess. And unfortunately there is no other save, so we are going to have a problem here, because now we have to change these ones again. How did that even happen? How is that even possible? To change this? Oh, I changed all my templates from defense to garrisons. Oh my god, this is gonna cost me so much time, I think. Yeah, and we have no other save, so we have to deal with it. All my infantry defense is now changed to these templates. How annoying is that? Oh, this is so annoying that this happened. So what we need to do now is get our XP back. And don't forget to click duplicate and then put everything back here. It's so frustrating. And we have the 4th International. A number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today. Supporters of Trotsky. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. With the past purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. How many internationals will there be? Question mark. We have researched our logistics company. Done. It is still 1938. I still think I can do something else than the standard stuff. I don't think we need the radars. We should get this one so that we can go to the next weapons earlier, I think. Let's go with the improved infantry equipment. And then we can get the better guns later in 1939. We also have a lot of political power. There's not a lot we can spend it on, because we have put everything over here. We could get a theorist. And then use it to, for example, spend all my Navy experience. That could be a play. Let's take a look what we have here. Land Doctrine, Grand Battle Plan, Naval Doctrine, Superior Firepower. We are gonna pick that one. And the Fleet in Being Doctrine costs. And that is the one we want to do. The Fleet in Being. So let's get a theorist and actually spend some of our Navy experience before we are going to our 500 cap here. So we're gonna go with the Fleet in Being Doctrine cost minus 15%. And I think we are gonna put some in. And on the other hand, we should only do this when we are at our cap, because we might get some tax later in the naval tree that can give us some bonuses. Research bonuses. Purchase dreadnoughts and older capital ships from great powers. Wow. Yeah, see, 2 times 50% for Fleet in Being doctrines over here. It's very far away. But that way we can at least make sure that we are not spending too much. So I guess we were gonna keep him around for now, but we don't do anything else with it. Can we do something else with our political power? Because we are not using it right now. We don't need mobile support, we are gonna get 100. We could get more stability, but it's already 84 and it will get only higher. Because we will get more ruling party popularity, so I don't think I have to put anything here. I could do and get 15 extra trains for losing 5 stability, but we don't really have to, I think, so I think I'm gonna bank my power and that we can just integrate everything instantly. Hungary renounces the Treaty of Trianon. In a public declaration, Horthy has renounced the treaty imposed by the Allied powers after the Great War signed by the Hungarians under protest. It greatly reduces the country's size and limited the strength of its military. They've skipped the yoke of Versailles. And we have the Munich Agreement. And this is of course horrible, because this is where Germany demanded the Sudetenland territory, which is this state here, because there is living a German minority there. And Britain, France, Italy and Germany did had an agreement, and the people from Czechoslovakia were not even at the meeting, so they had no choice but to accept, which is insane. Having a free civilian factory. Let's keep building more civilian factories. I think that is the only thing we want to do. And we have only one state left in our own territory, no, 2 states actually, where we have 40%, so let's build more civilian factories over there. I'm slowly getting my army experience back, and I made my defensive infantry, I used the bird for it, to build it back. We have to redo this again, which is insane to me that this happened. But this is how the game is. If you make one misclick, you are doomed. You're completely doomed. And it is super and super frustrating. So now I have to rebuild everything over here. The only thing I need to add is a couple more infantry and then we will be good again, but it's just insane that that is actually possible. Okay, we have dominate the south focus done and we have the anti-air. So we have this thing completed. We are reaching 1939 and the question is, what are we gonna do? When it is 1939, I want to get the guns and the artillery. We are gonna get it. And I want the engineering company, so that we can make our flame tanks. So we need the interwar tank. So I think it is a good time to start getting the interwar tank, so that we can make our flame tanks for, well, at least our attacking infantry. So let's start this. We need a new focus. And there we go. We can now choose what we want to do. I will conquer Paraguay. But before we do this, we need the preparations for war focus, because then we get a railway and supply hubs so that we don't get attritioned. So we're going to do this focus first, and then we're going to go with conquer Paraguay. And hopefully my troops will be ready in that time, because I need to redo everything almost. So that's going to be super and super frustrating, but we have no choice. We're going to go with the preparations for war. We get 2 supply hubs to the border with Chile over here and with Paraguay, so we can actually push without losing supplies. We also have a trade here for our artillery. We took this one, this is a passive bonus. We get another passive bonus, so that we can make more stuff, and I think that is a great idea. So let's pick that one. And yeah, I will be back when I have my defensive army up and running again. Now, we also have unlocked our anti-tank, so let's just put it in. But we are not going to give it a priority, I think, the anti-tank. I'm not going to change my factories, I think, that we have right now. Because we still want the extra guns. Guns are so important at the start of the game. Now, we do have a spare stuff in our logistics, thanks to our change of the template. I'm slowly building up this with 9 infantry again. Yeah, it's just going to be this way, I guess. Let's get another infantry. Now we need 3 more infantry, and then this defensive army will be complete again. What a waste of army experience that we could have used for our doctrine. Thank you, game, for not giving me a warning. Thank you so much. Super and super frustrating. At least one thing what we can do is make some more attacking army. So let's do this right now from our defensive units into an attacking infantry. We do have the manpower, we do have the artillery, and we have the anti-air. We can actually do 3 of them. And let's do this and put them in the attacking army. And give them some training so that they will be level 3. That is at least something we can do. There's plenty of anti-air, so we could also put the anti-air on our defensive infantry. And we are absolutely gonna do that. So we're gonna get a bit more. I will make these garrisons to be built constantly, but let's make only 2 or 3 at the same time, because we don't really need them right now. They are more for the future. There we go, we have done preparations for war. And that gave us this supply up over here. And this one. So that we have supplies all around the borders now with Paraguay and Chile. And I think it is time for the Conquer Paraguay mission. This will give us an annex war goal against Paraguay. And yeah, then we can start the war and actually take everything down. We are losing trucks to attrition. Oh yeah, we are using our motorization already. Well, I guess that's fine. Because then we know that we already have enough. But why are you at 75%? It should be 100% because there are no penalties, so that is a bit interesting. What is happening over there? Let's go with Conquer Paraguay. We could take the military factories as well. And we could get some land forts and get the forest trade to the commanders. But I think we have to start this because the war against Paraguay is actually not easy. They will have good defense bonuses, so let's go with Conquer Paraguay here. And then we can start maybe getting our political power used earlier as well. Now, defensive infantry goes with another one of these. And now we just need one more point in here. And then the template will be correct again. Queen Maud of Norway has died. Sad day. If I change you guys to a defensive infantry. Because that is what the plan is. Maybe we should keep 2 of you in a new thing here. Blue. Give you a commander, doesn't really matter which one this is. Let's give you to the order. And you will just be a defensive army around the capital for now. And you're gonna go to this one. And then the defensive unit over here. Guess we'll make you green. These 3 will become normal defensive infantry units. There we go. And yeah, I guess for now you should just also make another defensive line against Paraguay actually. Because why would we use it somewhere else? And the defensive units are going to this one. There we go. That should make some of you lose some experience. Yeah, so you can keep training. You as well. Keep training the units. And now we can put the anti-air on the birds, I think. I think just as a support company. I think. Yeah, we just don't have more equipment, so we have to do this war against Paraguay with this. We lost the economic reactivation policy. I think that helped with building civilian factories. You can also train. Hopefully my 8 attacking units can take care of Paraguay. I only see 4 units in their yeah, I think they only have 4 units right now, so that should be an easy war. Hopefully. Okay, we do have the logistics. We just get a penalty when a truck dies. How expensive is it when one truck dies? It's half a day worth of production, so it's not a big deal. And there we go, we have our marines unlocked, so we can actually start building those. Now let's wait until 1939 and then we will select our new tax over here. Same counts for these ones. I guess we're gonna get the artillery and the guns, or we do the industry first. And I think the industry tax are the most important, so let's go and get the construction speed. And let's get the factory output. Okay, that is all going. Can we upgrade more to the attacking variation? Yeah, we somewhat can. Let's make 2 more an attacking army. Go to the attacking. Oh, can I not? There we go. There they are. Some of them will not be completely trained, I think, when the war is going to start, but that is fine. Let's get our planes to the attacking army. Oh, they already are set and they have the right orders. We have 2 extra ships. We are making some submarines apparently. So let's put them into the submarine fleet. And yeah, they just can keep training because Paraguay has no fleet, of course. We are almost reaching our cap, so we have to soon spend our points. No matter what, otherwise it's a waste. Okay, when it's 5 days left, we are going to stop the training. Let's just stop now. Give them their organization back and stuff. So we have a couple of defensive units, 1 normal, 3 garrisons. And we have 10 attacking armies. Some of them are completely trained, some are not. But I guess we will have to deal with this, and I think they will say that it's going to be easy. Yeah, it's an inferior enemy. Let's see how this goes. But we're gonna see this, and that's a nice cliffhanger, in the next episode, because this is a 37-minute video. In the next one we will start the war with Paraguay, and hopefully you will be still there with me. Make sure to say something in the comment section, like the video, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.